What's up, what's up, what's up, everybody? 8 p.m. EST, you guys know what time it is already. It's time for the Martine show to take place. And today we have Miss Dyamond Nytes, who's going to be with us. She's going to be sharing her self-love journey. For those of you who don't know, the Martine show comes on every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. EST. And we celebrate a person. We celebrate an interviewee every Tuesdays and Thursdays, and it's all about self-love. It's a self-love journey that the guests share with us, as well as we look into self-awareness, self-development, and everything social. And everything that we do discuss comes straight from the guests. So at this present time, we're going to invite Miss Dyamond Nytes on the show. We're waiting for Miss Dyamond Nytes to come through. We just sent her an invitation. And for King Mario, thank you for watching. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for following Author Martine Maya's page. Thank you for your support. And Instagram is contacting people so that they can know that we're actually on. So that's going to take a little bit. You're so welcome, King Mario. All right. There seems to be a little bit of a slow connection as we trying to connect with Miss Dyamond Nytes. We're sending her another invitation. With Miss Dyamond Nytes. We're sending her another invitation. Hello.
Hi, Sunshine.
How are you?
I am well.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So happy to have you on here tonight.
Well, thanks for having me. I was hoping to get my red letter today so I can got it.
It's okay. So you didn't get it yet, right?
I haven't.
You haven't. Well, you're gonna get it in the next couple of days, girl. You know that.
I'm just excited.
Yes. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
For those of you who don't know, this is Miss Dyamond Nytes. She is a model, actress, okay, certified chef, brand ambassador, doing big things, making big moves. And she is also a nominee for the Achi Magazine Awards. So it's a big night for her to come through and share her self-love journey with us, okay? Because she has a lot to share. She does a whole lot of stuff. So at this point, we want to take the time to say, please go ahead and introduce yourself, and then we'll allow the conversation to flow as is.
Okay, I am Dyamond Nytes. As you said, I am a model, an actress. I'm a mom of 3, which I am actually helping my oldest daughter on a project. Let's see, I'm a certified chef. I have a degree in culinary. I have a small catering business called Nikki Leeds Catering.
Nice.
I have Dyamond Nytes Inc., which is my brand and my logo. And I stay working.
Oh, yeah, we know that. She stays productive. That is nice. I love it. I love it. We have love, Love V Black 77 says Diamond is amazing. Yes, she is. She really is. And first of all, let me let everybody know. This is my first time connecting with Diamond, okay, for the very first time. So for those of you who don't know, like the way that I do my connections, my interviews is that I don't prepare anything at all. It's all intuitive, okay? It's all based on the energy that I receive and the one that, is reciprocated. So here we are today, and we're going to make it happen, okay? So that is really nice. I love the fact that you have so many different things happening with you. How is it that you juggle the schedule? Because everything that you do is quite different, I would say. They don't really overlap altogether. So how is it that you space yourself and juggle the schedule?
Well, a lot of things do overlap.
Okay.
I just maneuver the best way that I can.
Okay.
If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do 200% to make sure I do it.
Mm-hmm.
I have 3 time clock jobs as well as modeling and acting. When I get off, which is I get off at 9, between 9 and 2 a.m., 3 a.m., I'm posting, sharing posts for my upcoming events. I apply for jobs that's casting for movies that's local or in Atlanta. And I just kind of, when I have to be out of town, I'll put it on my calendar.
Okay.
And I'll block that whole weekend. Okay. So this weekend I'll be in New York for the New York Fashion Week.
Yeah.
So
she mentioned that to me, and I was so excited because I'm in the New York area. So whenever I hear somebody doing something with New York, I'm like, oh my
gosh! Walking on the boardwalk, and I was like, oh, am I gonna have time?
Oh no.
So I'm excited for that. But when I know I'm going to be out of town, I'll try to book something else so I can get that exposure to wherever I
am. Okay.
And I just kind of make it work. So as long as I'm on top of it, 2 steps ahead, it really won't fight against me.
Awesome. So about the modeling, when did you start, and how did you start? How did you get into that industry?
I've always wanted to model and act. When I was little, Erica Kane was my role model.
Okay.
And I used to tell the stories with my grandmother. And one day I just got bold and was Erica Kane on her, and she was like, you better take that white girl out of here. That was reality check. So at that point I was like, I'm never gonna model, I'm never gonna be her. And so it was kind of a put it on hold and see if it'll come back to me. And I ran into an old friend. We were like high school mates, and I ran into her at the mall, and she was like, "Oh, you remember Nytes? She's modeling now." And I was like, "For real?" I was like, "She's a model?" And I'm like, "Wait, I'm 40. I know she's older than me." So I called, and she was like, "Yeah, girl, I started modeling. I've been modeling for this long. I'm with TLA." And she hooked me up. I hit the CEO up, which is Tina Bridges. And she was like, "Yeah, you're never too old." She was like, "This is an over 40 agency."
Oh, wow.
And I was like, oh, okay. So this is my 2nd year with TLA. So from there, it just, hey, sit down. From there, it just kind of started. And I was like, over 40. And I was like, people are over 40 now.
That's awesome.
So I just keep going.
That is awesome. Over 40. So you started after your 40s, which is really a beautiful thing to know, because most people think that there's a timestamp on modeling, and you're a prime example to say that no, there isn't. So the fact that you started much later is actually amazing to know. And I looked at your Instagram and saw some pictures. I mean, They are so beautiful, so fierce, girl. Like she is so, guys,
You.
you need to follow her Instagram, okay? Because she is so serious in her business. All right. I was like, oh, okay. Wow. So the modeling is interrelated with the acting, is that correct? Do they work hand in hand?
For me, yes.
Okay.
Uh, I kind of need some more pens. I kind of try to, how can I put it? I like it. So it's like I'm not really a stranger to the camera, so it kind of just works. Whereas that Erica Kane comes back because she was just fierce. It
Yes.
didn't matter what it was. She owned it from her clothes to her attitude to everything. It was like walking around. She owned it
Mm-hmm. She did. She did.
every level.
She did.
So
So Erica,
if you don't have that confidence in yourself, nobody else is gonna have it in you either.
true. It's true. Lovely Black says, I was fortunate to meet this cool young lady and she's awesome. Just to connect with her right now, I can see that how awesome she is and her initiative, her confidence, how the high vibrational, approach that she has on her in her business, in her endeavors is amazing. And those are the type of things that we need to hear about more nowadays, especially now. When things are pretty shaky, you're in a time of a pandemic, you're in a time where there are uncertainties, there are some people trying to pick up their lives and do so many different things. But I just love the way that
Yeah.
you're moving and doing all that you're doing because it's remarkable, totally remarkable. So were you a certified chef before becoming a model and an actress, or was it the other way around?
I started being a chef first.
Okay.
Um, one of my friends told me, "Why don't you go to school to cook?" And I was like, "They're not gonna pay me to go to school to cook. What?" She was like, "Yes, they will. They got financial aid and they pay for stuff like that." And I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." I'm okay. And I was always told, if you see it 3 times, it's meant for you to do.
Yes.
So I saw it on TV. Go to culinary school. Get your degree. She had told me, and then I saw it in the newspaper. And my grandmother had actually told me that I made pork chops better than her. You never outcook Big Mama. So when she told me my pork chops was better than hers, I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna make this a chef thing.
Oh,
So it took me a little bit longer, and I got my degree in 2013.
okay.
And from there, I've ran quite a few country clubs, restaurants, ice cream shops, and then I eventually started my own little catering company.
Nice, nice. So that entrepreneurial spirit is always within you, all over the place. Like no matter what you touch, wherever you go, whatever it is, it's like you're gonna find a way to be your
Yes.
own boss. And I love it. I really do.
Truth be told, my family is kind of military,
Mm-hmm.
but I hate to be told what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I just got to work for myself.
Right. But I'm sure
Like
you
really be
still have
told
the
to.
discipline. You have the discipline for sure. For you to maneuver
I
and do all the things that you're doing the way that you're doing it and making it happen, the discipline is definitely there. Responsibility, accountability, and discipline is all there. So whether you went directly into the military or did it, it's in you, girl.
thank you. I tried.
You're doing it. We have M. Watlinton. I'm sorry if I'm messing up the name. Diamond always made them have money. That's what he said. Or she said, I'm not sure. But
Yes.
they made it, they confirmed it. She always made that money. That's awesome. Awesome. So as a
Yes, I still can bowl 200 game. That's Melvin. Yes, I still can bowl, sweetheart. Highest game 255.
so as a certified chef, you said you ran a few country clubs and certain businesses where you worked and you had to fulfill those tasks. But now, do you participate in culinary competitions? Do you travel with your culinary business around?
I haven't competed in any type of competition
Hmm.
only because I'm just a little bit OCD.
Okay.
I don't like to rush
Yeah,
and do things fast. So I can be speedy, but yet, like, I'm going to need more than 30 minutes.
right.
So I really haven't competed in, well, no, I did. I did one a month and a half ago, Laughter for the Soul in Atlanta.
Hmm.
I didn't win. It was fun. So that was one I can put in my book. Yes, I do. I did.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Because
And that was
I know a lot of people who actually who are in culinary and they participate in so many of these competitions, more so to raise money for as a fundraiser for charity. So I wanted to know if you were part of that movement as well, because I noticed that those people they do it continuously, you know.
well, I'm not a part of that movement, but it's something I can look into
Hmm.
maybe in 2 years after I rub elbows
Yeah,
with a few headliners, big people.
yeah,
Angela Bassett,
I
one
hear
of my
that.
favorite actors. Rub an elbow or two, then I'll be like, oh, okay, I'm big time now.
Yes, I hear that. I love the way that you project and you're really putting out there, you're speaking out everything into existence. You know, you're putting out those names out there and you're like, okay, this is the path that I'm following. And you're certain about it. You're very sure about it, which is really beautiful. And this is one of the things that I talk about all the time as to, you know, when you're looking to move in a certain direction, try to find at least someone who may be a replica or someone who basically represents what you're looking to do or where you're looking to reach so that you
Hmm.
have that path laid out, so to speak, for you to follow, which is awesome. And you're doing that without even thinking about it. Like that's what you do.
Thank
You're
you.
so welcome.
I don't know.
She's like, oh my God, I'm so touched by what she said.
I'm very humble. Um, when I first started, I did have some doubts. Um, when I initially signed up with TLA, I had just came out of a 15-year breakup,
Okay.
and it was really, really hard. And I was like, you know what? I'm just really not gonna give up. And then I was like, oh, do I really want to go into an agency? I don't know. What if they take my money? What if they're not really real? And I was like, you know what? I said, it's only money. I
Mhm.
can't take it with me. I might as well go for it.
Mhm.
I said, if they take my money, it's a lesson learned.
Okay.
And it's the best investment I ever had. But it's like with everything that I get or comes my way, it's like a blessing. Even though I speak into existence, when I get it, it's like, yes, you really heard me. This is a prayer. Oh my goodness, yes. And it's like I'm a kid in a candy store. That's just how it feels. Like, oh my God.
Yes. That's a beautiful feeling though, especially to have that feeling in your older years. That's awesome. You know, I mean, sometimes we think that just because we're so much older, those things are not possible. And you're here to prove it, to say that that's not true.
That is correct.
You know, and I really admire that about you. That's huge. That is so huge. Um, so the thing about it with the agency that you're with, they take anybody
Hmm.
40 and over. What type of what in your modeling career, what would say your niche is? Are you a print, runway, you know, a model? How what is your category?
I do it all. I don't limit
Get
myself.
out of here.
Um, I love I love the runway. I love doing photo shoots. I've been published maybe 20 magazines,
Woo!
two covers.
You go, girl.
Um, so I love it.
Wow.
So it's no limit. If I haven't done it, I'm trying to do it to be seen. To say you can do it.
Oh my goodness. That is so beautiful. So inspiring. So motivating. This is awesome. So have you ever met anyone who basically turn out to know that you're a model? Maybe it could be a family member. They know, or your old friends, they know that you're a model now. And have they ever downplayed you or looked at you like, what in the world are you doing now?
Um, kind of. I've had people say I'm a brand ambassador for an online lingerie company called Hudson and Newkirk.
Mm-hmm.
It's lingerie.
Yes.
So if you don't know what lingerie is, it's underwear.
Yeah, undergarments.
So
Yeah,
you're gonna see some skin.
obviously.
And I've had people, well, why you always got your butt out? What makes the Victoria's Secret models better than me?
Mm,
They're just skinny. You don't say nothing about it. I got a little bit more, but hey, so what? If you don't want to see me, close your eyes. Turn it off. And when you tell me that I shouldn't do this or I shouldn't do that or I'm too old to be modeling lingerie, thank you. When you tell me I'm too old to model lingerie, it's like never do anything.
wow.
If you can wear it, then I'm gonna wear it.
Mm-hmm.
You're just mad because you do it.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, yeah, get out of here.
Have you
So I look at it as you are ashamed of your own concept or your body that you don't want to do.
right. And it's
I
funny
love
though.
to see.
It's always the people who are not doing anything that criticize the most.
Yes, it's always, and it's a few people that I went to high school with, and they wanted to be lawyers or doctors, and it was the popular kids
Yeah.
that they are now the ones who are still working at McDonald's or really never achieve their goal.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we're just gonna switch my path.
Right.
I didn't want to be a lawyer because I love, not really say I love to argue, but I love the rebuttal game.
Mm, okay.
And so I'm a debater.
Yes. And at the end, you're like, I'm going to prove you wrong.
Yeah, just to prove you wrong, just to let you know,
I'm going to show you.
you know, just to let you know a little bit more than you.
Yes, yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness. So now, your Archie nomination. Let's talk about that,
Yes.
miss.
Okay. Um, I had a show in Virginia. I got back really, really late. And I was like, well, let me go and check my email because I didn't check my email for like a day and a half. So I'm scrolling through and I'm like, she achieved this. So I go in and like, you've been nominated, Diamonds Forged under Fire. And I'm like, oh, what is that? So I literally had to go in and figure out that I was nominated. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm nominated for something. And I'm like, I'm still trying to figure out who nominated me. And I want my red letter to see what categories. I'm like, what did I do? So that part is like, I don't know what I did. Like, I do a lot of stuff. So what really got me recognized? I don't know.
Because people are watching you.
So I wanted the red letter so I could say,
Well,
this is what I was
you're
nominated
gonna get it.
for.
You're gonna get it. You're gonna get
And
it.
he said,
But
I need,
that's just to show you, when you do receive the actual nomination, that people are actually
mm-hmm.
there watching you, like they see you, you know. They see your path, they see what you're doing and everything. And once you get that letter, then that's going to add more meaning to the nomination for sure. You know, I remember when I was nominated with Achi back in 2019, just like you, I went to my email and I saw the nomination. I was just like, who are these people? You know, then I started looking into it, and then I realized that I remember a year ago, a few of my friends on Facebook had gotten the nomination. So I was like, okay, I know this is real, but then I'm like, why they pick me? So then I was just like looking through, and I went and I read every single thing about the organization. Then I accepted. And till today, I still don't know who nominated me back in 2019, to the point that I even won the Community Leader Award over there. I still don't know who nominated me.
That part is like, okay, so I'm just curious, like who else is watching?
Yeah.
I'm small time right now.
No.
In my
eyes. In your eyes. And you know, the thing what I love about Achi is that it doesn't matter. It's not a matter of popularity. It's not a matter of how many people you have on your social media. It's not a matter of how many people you have following you. It's a matter of impact and the deliverance that you put out there, what your message is, how you impact people, how are you making a difference in people's lives, your projection of what you're delivering. That's what's important that's out there. So it's like you may think that you're small. You know, you may think that you're small, but theoretically, you're really not in the eyes of those watching.
Okay.
You know, so that's one thing that I realized and I noticed. And many Achi nominees go through the same thing. Once they reach that point of like, okay, I was doing my thing and thinking I was just doing it. But meanwhile, I never realized how many people were captivated by what I was doing. And that was an eye opener for me. You know, that was a total eye opener for me. So I believe that's the same for you and so many other Achi nominees that are out there as well.
Well, I'm very humbled, and I know the meet and greet is online, but I would love to meet all the ladies. So just to network. I've read a lot about the organization and the women. It's like it's really touching because again, you don't know someone's story, and it's like, oh man, oh wow. And it's like sometimes you just want to reach out and be like, you know what? I was there.
Yeah.
I was there. I went through the same thing, and it's beautiful.
Right. The thing with Achi is it's just that it's very special in so many different ways. When I went to Achi back in 2019. I went to the luncheon. It was face to face back then because it was pre-COVID. So I met a few of the ladies there that was in Delaware, and then I attended in Baltimore for the actual award ceremony. Meeting the ladies was a total phenomenal experience for me. But ever since then, I connected with them and never left. That was it. You know, I was just totally sucked in, so happy to feel at home, so happy to be myself, and also embrace the challenge of growth and elevation. And that is something I believe every Achi nominee who decides to stay connected moves into that direction, growth and elevation. It's totally automatic. It's a beautiful, beautiful ride. You know, the journey is amazing, but you just have to be willing. It's totally transformational and worth it.
Well, I am so ready.
Well, I can tell that you're ready. We know that you're ready. And due to everything that you're doing, there's no other way for you not to be ready. You're just ready. You're going to be ready.
Yeah. I stay ready so I don't have to get ready.
Exactly. So that's the good part about everything. So now, what I want to ask you as well, in terms of anyone who decides within their older years that they want to become a model or an actress, what is the first route? Which way should they go in order to make it happen for them?
In my opinion, figure out which one people will really tell you you have to pick one or the other to be successful. I don't think that's true. If it's your talent, then you can do it. If your heart is big enough and you want to put the effort, go for both. Why? I may be on the runway and it may be a playwright that's watching, and I like your style on the stage. I sure can.
Mm-hmm.
And you went from modeling to acting at the same time. But if you want to do both, pursue both. You've got to figure out if you want to be with an agency or you want to put the work in for yourself. It may take you longer if you're working for yourself because you don't have all those connects coming in.
Mm-hmm.
So just research your agencies that's local to you, that's not local to you, and just fit in with an agency that can cater to you or what you're wanting to do. Even though TLA is based in Atlanta, I love it. It gives me a chance to break away from my home, whereas here is work and grind. When I'm there for the weekend, it's a small vacation, but it's also promotion, networks, get your name out there, get your brand out there, meet new people who are doing the same thing you're doing, or somebody who can help your business. And that may be just wearing my shirt or passing out some business cards or sharing pictures or anything social media.
Okay.
You just got to put in the work if that's what you really want to do.
Right. So the good thing about it that everything ties in with your social media influence at this point. Do you feel that it's a little bit easier because social media is available, that, you know, you're modeling and you're acting and showing face and all over the place and having to be present is a lot easier with the social media out there for you?
It is, but it's not.
Okay.
It is because everybody is on social media.
Yes.
Everybody is not social media savvy.
Yeah, we can say that.
I forget Instagram a lot. I'm on Facebook more.
Okay.
And I'll forget about Instagram, and it'd be like, hey, you need to put this picture on Instagram.
Okay.
And I'll be like, ugh. And then I go to Instagram. And then I'll be like, okay, let me go back to Instagram. I posted here on Facebook like 4 times, never posted on Instagram. And I'm like, it's the one that I missed. But so it is and it's not.
Okay.
So with everybody being on it, it's like casting directors, they're on it. They put gigs on Instagram also. So some do on Facebook as well. But then if you still have to go in and do the, some still have auditions that's in person, which I would kind of rather do. I don't know, I just like being in front of people on auditions. I can get into character better.
Okay.
I think.
Did you have to
So it's a blessing.
Did you have to do any virtual auditions during the pandemic?
I've done quite a few. I wasn't a fan of it, but I did it. It's different.
Yeah.
Again, it's like you and it's like other people, but you only hear yourself.
Right. So how did that work out for you during the pandemic, being a model and an actress? Was there like a lag time in between, or did you still have certain things happening behind the scenes, like work that you did?
Well, at the beginning of COVID, like a lot of things that I had booked got pushed on hold or put on hold. So from late January, February till June,
Okay.
everything's on hold for me.
Mm.
And June last year with my agency, they had eighth, the ninth, the eighth annual fashion show, Ageless Beauty.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the first virtual fashion show. And I thought that was cool.
Okay.
That was really cool. So after that, when the door started to open more, it was still more of a pick and choose of, do you really want to be around public? Because people wasn't under the impression of staying quarantined or wearing a mask.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, I had to pick and choose which gigs I wanted and where did I want to go.
Okay. Okay. So in terms of what about the being a chef? How did that work out for you at the beginning of the pandemic?
With that, I was catering to 6 car lots in Raleigh, North Carolina on Saturday lunches.
Wow.
I had Lincoln, I had Mercedes, Toyota, Maserati, and Chevy, and they all ordered Saturday lunches.
Nice.
Pandemic hit, it was like they had to cancel like all outside food.
Yes.
And I was like, just call me when y'all ready.
Right. Wow, that's amazing. That is really amazing. I love the fact how you just like, if this is not gonna work, the other one's gonna work. We're gonna mix and match here, do whatever, one way or the other. We're gonna make it happen, and it's amazing. I really admire that about you. That nonstop go-getter attitude is just always there. And you know what? You are definitely a diamond forged under pressure. Yeah. So exactly why someone nominated you. Because
Thank you, whoever nominated me.
okay, because you're already doing it. You're pushing through from every avenue. It doesn't matter what it is. You're just constantly pushing through.
I'm trying. I'm helping my daughter. She got booked on a fashion show in October 3rd, the Models Against Cancer,
Hmm.
Sister JJ in Atlanta. And what? I'm not showing you.
So you're showing the dress that you're putting together for her. Okay.
I have to pin this up here so she can actually go in and stitch it.
Okay. Okay. Very nice. Congratulations to her.
Name, her company name is Tinker Bling.
Okay.
So she's blinging all of this with rhinestones.
Nice. So she's following
So my job,
footsteps.
yes.
That is nice.
She's got, how many models do you have? 17?
Wow.
And she has 17 models. She's got a fit for October the 3rd.
Oh, that is
And this
nice.
is her second show. Her first show was the TLA Ageless Beauty Show.
Nice.
And this is her second show. I'm excited for her.
I'm excited to hear all that and to have her walk in your footsteps. That's actually really, really special. That's precious.
I'm very proud of her. She just turned 17. She has her LLC.
Okay.
You're not proud of her. Dang, Lily, you shut up. No one
Shh. This is live. I can hear y'all.
Well, congratulations to your daughter. That's really, really cool. I love the fact that you're actually teaching your daughter how to walk in your footsteps, because there are some parents out there, even though like you found you're passionate at an older age and you're making it happen, some parents still would not want their child to follow that footstep, or maybe be fearful of their child following that type of footstep. So I commend you for doing that. And I believe that we need more examples like that, and you're coaching her, you're overseeing all of her stuff as she's going through it, and you're already in the business. I mean, what more do we want? That's the best ideal thing to have.
Yes.
So, and it's a good thing that you already being in the business. I mean, you could help her negotiate her contracts. Have the agencies know that she has a guardian that is well aware of the pros and cons in
Yes.
the business. We don't really have those particular things out there that are very prominent to us, especially as Black people, because most of us don't really go into that field. Most of our parents don't want us to be in that field.
It's a dead end field.
Yeah, it's also risky
That's
as
what they
well.
say.
Yeah, they also say it's risky as well, which theoretically it is, but at the same time, if you have the proper guidance, it's possible and you can make it happen. I mean, it's entertainment business. Same thing, you know.
It is. But I've learned a lot. I'm trying to teach her everything as well as what could go wrong. Not what could go right, but what could go wrong.
Okay.
If you know how to maneuver when it could go wrong, when everything goes right, there's nothing to worry about.
Right. Right. So do you have anybody within your circle that objects the fact that your daughter is a model as well, and she's running her own program?
No, she's not really a model. She's just the designer. She does not want to model. She's made that very clear.
Okay.
She just wants to
So she's a
design
fashion
clothes.
designer. Mm-hmm.
She draws. Some of her garments she actually hand paints
Mm.
on her garments and sells them. But she's a model.
Nice.
Wants to be behind the scenes.
Yes. Yes. That's a good thing. That's really a good thing. But I love the fact that she's taking her initiative so early. I mean, she's 17 years old. She has your support, which is beautiful. You're very proud of your daughter, which is awesome. For example for us to have, especially within the Black community. We definitely need more and more of that, happening. And you're making it happen. You're making it happen not only for you but also for your daughter, which is awesome. And you know what? That 17-year-old has the possibility to be a Achi nominee.
Oh,
Okay. With the work that she's doing and everything out there, she is Achi nominee material. That's for sure. So
okay.
her next round coming up, think about that. That is
Okay.
something for her, to upgrade herself and do, because they have youth category nominations as well. So she fits right in. She'll have her own category. And who knows, by next year, 18 years old, she'll be in the adult category, still doing her thing, So,
Okay.
but yeah, definitely, she she can be nominated. So that is something that I would definitely put on her list. Um, and you can make that happen for her as her mom, because you're already in the game. And you'll see how
I
things,
shall.
yeah, you'll see how things go with the organization, how the events follow suit, and trust me, you're going to really enjoy it. You're going to love it. Um, every time I participate in something related to Achi, I always come out with something new for myself. It's a learning curve every single time. Whatever the way you present yourself is not the way you leave, whatever the connection is, whatever the event is, even if it's virtual, you always come out with something totally valuable for you that you can hold on to and cherish and apply to your life. And I don't know what else to say about Achi, but I'm going to take the time to read um, the purpose, mission, and criteria. So those who are watching or listening to us can know why specifically we're focusing on the Achi Magazine Award Show nomination. Because first of all, it's essential, it's important, it's a way to celebrate people for who they are and what they have to offer. But primarily the purpose of the organization basically is to honor the contribution of extraordinary women working in various fields throughout the Hampton Roads area and beyond. So it started in Hampton Roads and it has emerged totally. Our goal is to celebrate the spirit of womanhood and to give encouragement to those women who would follow. Now, the mission is to inspire, empower, encourage, and to educate the minds of women from all races, cultures, and creeds. And the criteria is women who, through consistency and longevity, have achieved success in a chosen profession or career are eligible for consideration. Potential honorees are those persons who are viewed not only for what they have done individually, but also for the achievement they inspire in others. So at this point, now you see why you were pretty much nominated. Because I'm sure when I read those categories, you're like, okay, I see me, I hear me, that's me. Because trust me, anybody who receives a nomination, the people choose according to the criteria that is written, and it never fails.
I see. Wow. I'm really humbled.
I'm so happy for you. I really am. And I could feel what you're feeling. I feel the energy, you know. I could sense how you're just so taken by this.
Very. It's when I got it. I mean, like I read it like 3 days, and I was like, "Oh my God, what did I do? Is this real?" And I'm like, "I gotta share this." So I shared it with a few people, and it was like, "Oh yes, go ahead and do your nomination. You're good." Oh, I was in it last year. I was nominated last year. Do it, do it, do it. And I'm like, okay. And then I started reading on Facebook all the other women that was nominated. I was like, okay.
It's a lot bigger than you possibly thought, right? Yes,
Yes.
it is. Yeah.
What, 5 stops, 5 states?
Yes, we do have 5 states. I could tell you from 2019 that I was introduced basically to Achi. Achi has grown tremendously. This year they have about 1,500 nominations. That means that
Ooh.
1,500 people were actually nominated. 1,500 women were actually nominated. So that's just to show that Achi is a very big organization moving in so many different directions. It started locally, then it's moving to go internationally. And I pretty much believe that the international is like very close to that door at this present moment, if not already there, you know? Um, we do a lot of charity work. We do a lot of awareness work, a lot of self-development on there. It's a lot of humanity-based type of work as well. It's very meaningful in so many ways. It is impactful and it promotes empowerment for women across the board. It doesn't matter what your nationality is. It doesn't matter what your color is, race, culture, whatever. Like they said, all women are accepted, are there. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful union that is put together. But we're all unified through our work, through what we do for ourselves and our family, the people we impact in our lives, and so on and so forth. And basically, when you look at it, sometimes you may look at your work and you look at everything that you're going through in your life. And at the end of the day, you don't realize, like, when you take yourself out of that equation and you look at it from the lens of somebody on the outside looking into you, they see you in your Achi self. They see you with everything that I described. And that's why they're like, okay, she's going to be nominated.
Sometimes you don't see yourself that far.
Yeah, most of us don't. Most of us don't.
Yeah.
I know I didn't, but I must say that it wasn't until I got connected with Achi, following everything that they're doing, getting involved, being part of the monthly morning prayers, which is totally transformational. I highly suggest anybody to participate in that if they can. And then I came to see that I'm worth so much more than where I was or what I was doing. I could add so much more to myself. And this is one of the reasons why I ended up with the Self-Love Journey show and that I do on Instagram. I started this show about a year ago. But if I was not part of Achi and really connected to women that are grinding and really moving and shaking, I probably would not have come to the point to know that I can actually make this happen on my own. Like, I could run my own show and interview people and celebrate people. Like, Achi brought that out of me, and I say it in all my shows. So because of Achi, I have this show, and that's why I look forward to give back to the nominees for them to come through and be highlighted so that they can feel the presence and know that they're very important. They're worth something. Everybody is worth something. So that's what Achi brings to me, and that's what I deliver here through my show, and I hope that transpires to everybody else watching and listening.
I'm excited. What I can come up with.
Yes. So by all means, this is what I would tell you. It is like watching the Oscars on TV, the Emmy Awards, all decked out, dressed up type of thing. So by all means, get ready. Okay,
Get ready.
there's a red carpet, So just get ready. Get ready to show you, to represent you. And because it's a celebration of you from head to toe. It really is. Your inner self and your outer self. It's a total celebration. And whether you're an actual quote unquote award winner or not, it really doesn't matter. The experience, the exposure, the connection to Achi alone makes a big, big difference in your life. Like, you will never be the same. I guarantee you.
Okay.
You will never be the same. You're not going to be the same person. Okay? Because you're walking into transformational grounds. It's a transformational journey. And I know you're like, wow.
I am trying to keep from crying because,
girl,
you don't have enough time to hear the story. Like, if you was to hear my story, you'd be like, "Oh, give me a hug."
Honey,
I'm not looking
this
for a
is
hug.
your interview. You can tell us whatever you want to tell us. You can cry on this show. I don't have a problem. This is a real show. We speak the truth on here.
I have gotten to the point whereas now is a lot of things I don't stress anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You stress, your hair turns gray, your hair falls out, and stressing does not fix the problem. So why stress? If it doesn't fix the problem, then don't stress. Oh well, get over it. Next.
Yeah.
Throw me another curveball because that one didn't work. We go around it. So I just don't express things anymore. And before, it was a burden to say, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. Oh, this happened, that happened, and it's boo hoo hoo. No, we're going to do something about it. We're going to go over here. We're going to do this. We're going to put this on your white hat. And then we're going to make this happen. And we're going to go over here. We're going to do this. And make it work. But I'm just so humbled and touched. Like, I've come so far to be here where it's like I never really I never really thought that I would be where I am. I never thought I would have been in 10 magazines or on the runway, or let alone going to New York Fashion Week.
Yes,
Like,
you.
I can't wait to get on a plane and be like,
And you better post those pictures on Instagram, honey. That's our Instagram photos. Okay.
I am hoping to stick to the billboard.
You can put them on Facebook, but don't forget to put them on Instagram.
I will.
And
I will
hashtag,
definitely post
okay,
that.
the whole show.
That one will be at the Stewart Hotel.
Mm-hmm. Put the location as well.
Yep. Sunday.
Yes.
I go on at 4. I'm on a 4 o'clock show. It's 3 shows.
Yeah.
On a 4 o'clock show.
I'm gonna be watching your Instagram. Okay.
I'm super excited, but it really hasn't set in yet. It has, but it hasn't.
Think about it. This is your time.
For people that are fans that follow me, I don't post every day.
Me neither. I know.
And it's like people be like, hey, you okay? You know, they check on me. Hey, I'm a big fan, you know, waiting on your new stuff. You got another magazine coming out. I appreciate all my fans, all my followers. I try to keep y'all updated on stuff. Don't get mad at me. But it's like really, really happening. It's really there. And every day that I was, it's like, you got a show coming up. Ooh, you have 2 shows coming up. Like, it's real. That's right here.
Yes. Like I said, it's your time. It's your time. That's all. You just embrace it. Now is your time.
Be ready to cry times.
Yeah, now is the time. That's all it is. You know, you've gone through so many obstacles, there's so many hoops and turns and ups and downs that when you reach that point when it's your time, you kind of want to pinch yourself and be like, is this real? Like, am I really living this? Am I really feeling this? You know, but it's real. It's real. And more is to come. This is just the beginning, though. A lot more to come. So you got to embrace this as it being it. So whatever's behind it can come through gracefully.
Gotcha. I'm
Don't worry, I'm right here with you, honey. I'm right here
so
with you.
just like, it's just the moments.
It is. It is.
I've came so far, and to see people that actually, thank you, applaud for me to be better and to do what you really want to do. It's a blessing.
Yes. And you know, the thing about it is that sometimes those people who applaud you the most are not always your direct line people. Sometimes it's people you don't know, you know, but those are the people who are watching you. It's the people you don't think about, but those are the ones who have the eye on you. And I'm probably sure that's one of those people who might have not nominated you. So that's why you got to post on your Instagram because those people watching you.
I'm coming to Instagram. But if I forget, check Facebook. Check Facebook.
Yeah, because that's where it's picking up. It's picking up
Right.
there. You know. So you're on the right path. Nothing to worry about. Just keep being you. Keep doing your thing. Keep walking that path, and just keep praising your God. You know, you're doing it. You're making it happen. I mean, you're there, and you're about to be further into there.
I am.
Yes, I love it. Affirmation.
I
I
can just
am. I am. Yes, that's the way. You got it. So I'm glad that you're so humble because that's the position to be in. And when you're humble, that invites more and more grace to come to you. So continue to be who you are, you know?
Thank you. I appreciate it so
You're
much.
so very welcome. So on that note, we have come to the end of the Martine Show, the self-love journey that we had here from Diamond Nytes, the fabulous Diamond Nytes, model actress, certified chef, brand ambassador, Archie nominee, doing her thing, as humble as she is, gracefully moving in her right path, you know, her birthright path, and she's just making things happen. So I want to take the time to say thank you to everyone who came through in the chat. You guys were on fire. Thank you for your participation and all the beautiful notes that you left for Diamond. And we support her. We support her family. We support her daughter. Looking forward for her daughter to joining Achi as well. There's room for more. So we're going to be following Diamond Nytes as she moves forward in her journey. This Sunday, she's at the New York Fashion Show in Manhattan, I believe.
That is tour.
The tour. Okay. So
Beautiful you.
So therefore, we're going to look forward to seeing the pictures later on during the weekend on your Instagram. Because you know, you're going to have photos to post. If you can't post, get somebody to
Yes.
do it, but you're going to have to put those pictures out. Definitely got to have those on your Instagram.
We'll start on Instagram first.
Okay?
Starting on Instagram first.
All right. So thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. Thank you for coming on the Martine Show. All right.
Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. And we definitely look forward to having you on in the future. Give us an update on your endeavors, on your projects, so that we could support you further.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Have a great night. And thank you all to everyone. See you guys on Thursday. Take care.
Good night.
Good night, dear.